I love this airplane. However, it's only got 2 seats, so makes family traveling a little difficult. And in the growing of things, you gotta step your game up a little bit. I bought that one, and it's got 2 engines instead of 1, and you might think, well, that doesn't make any difference, it's just an extra engine. Well, it does, and I'll show you why. Come here and look inside of this thing. That airplane hasn't moved in decades, and neither is that one. And these are not the property of the owner of that airplane, it's the airport chocks. Let's go in and fire. Oh, hey, look! Yeah, he put his 310 sticker on there. Saved a 310. That's what we're doing. That's the whole reason I actually bought this, is to help me get the training to learn how to fly the 310, because it's happening. Oh, man. It's gonna be a scammer. Ready? Domino's Pizza, can I get your order?
Hi, is James there?
Hi, this is Domino's. Would you like to try our double large pepperoni pizza special? Yeah! No, spam you, sucker! If you're at a call center where you do those unsolicited outbound calls, quit and go find a different job. It's annoying. While a single engine is kind of easy because pretty much you just got one lever here. You got one lever here for one engine to go rum, rum. And if you have a propeller that needs to do its thing, you got one thing here and then one mixture here. And that's it. Well, on a twin engine, of course, you got 2 of everything. And you have something called feather, which means the prop goes all the way this way, so that when an engine dies, it creates less drag. And when an engine dies in a twin engine, you got stuff happening on both sides. It's not in the middle. So then the plane, depending on which engine is dead, will want to go whoom and go over like this and roll, and then go into a flat spin and go whew, and then you crash and die. And it happens pretty quick if you're going slower or in a higher performance airplane. Yeah, and it takes off in a lot less distance than most single airplanes, and you can fit a lot more stuff in it because you got the extra horsepower of the engines. Again, what was the time on that? 5 minutes? Domino's Pizza, we have our 2 large pizza special today. Would you like to order those? That is the best! That was within, how? Okay, 11:05 was the first one, 11:08, 3 minutes. I got 2 spam calls in 3 minutes. And that one, they got tricky and they called it First Bank. The other one just was a phone number. Again, I forgot what I was talking about. Single engine, double engine, why it's so different. Oh, yeah. So there's just a lot more happening a lot faster. And the biggest thing is you got 2 engines, and what happens if one ever goes out, you have to know how to handle that or else it will kill you, period. Oh man, if I'm honest, I'm a little nervous because this is happening a lot faster than what I thought it was going to happen. I still haven't quite figured out what the personality of this thing is, but we need a name. So put in the comments what name we should give this Piper Apache Geronimo twin engine kind of airplane. It is now 11:15, 3rd call. Let's see what we got. Chick-fil-A, would you like to try our new chicken strip meal with mac and cheese? They hung up before I even got through it. Seriously, you guys. I am waiting on a call from an actual person that I don't know their number. So I hope it's not his. All right, can I get a clear prop? Bam! Just like that, we look for oil pressure coming up. One down, 1 to go. Can I get a clear prop? got a twin engine airplane, and we didn't have to pull this one together and do all kinds of crazy stuff about it being in a barn for 100 years and like fight rats and raccoons and everything else. If I'm honest with you, it's a little boring. It's still pretty fun because we actually get to fly this one. I was told to meet a gentleman here. Says he's gonna show me the way.
Good morning.
Morning, morning, Mike.
How's it going?
Hey, morning.
This is Dwayne.
Dwayne, good to meet you.
I gotcha. All right. Okay, that's the first one. We got good oil pressure. Super up. Plant City traffic, Apache 131 Delta Papa, departing runway 10, Plant City. That was good. And speed is, there's any power change for both. Okay. All right, go. This speed?
Over speed, high altitude. And looking for
21 pounds. At the top of the field, joining left downwind 05, full stop, Winter Haven.
Got a special delivery for the guys. Knock, knock, I got a special delivery.
I feel like Rainbow.
Yeah. You got through it.
Let me lay it on your shoulder.
Boom. Now he's ready to roll.
Yeah, it came across. How do you... Don't point it at nobody now. It might blow the building down.
You got a hole like this.
I know, you got the trick.
I think the only thing that would make this cooler is a big freaking gun on top
I
of it.
think that's the only thing it needs, buddy.
Holy crap. There you go.
You almost made it.
This is gonna be so cool. I got Old Glory behind you right now, brother. This is
It's something like that, so whoever's in the back. I think we should put it up like,
dude,
Yeah,
at
if
least
you're gonna
like
do
a
a full
foot or
turret,
two.
then yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Save the 310.
The weird thing is this thing's gotta be 65 pounds, I'd say.
Whoa, whoa. Nice.
Right between the doors.
Flex, brother.
You wanna shut the doors, James? Oh, grab that black propane hose too, brother.
Needle nose?
Yeah. All right, propane's on.
Uh-oh.
Battery engaged. Boom!
Oh!
How much PSI on this?
This guy is...
How much do you want to let it?
Tighten it.
It's supposed to tighten it.
Oh. Tighten means on. Oh! God! I turned it off.
I'm getting my blends right.
God.
Let me get these blends right. Keep on getting it.
Oh yeah!
Now.
All right, Ty, give it a...
Save the 310. And that is how you fail at checkride. Notice of disapproval of application. That really sucks. I mean, I basically almost killed us and crashed the airplane. It wasn't that big of a deal. Alright, so what happened? Truthfully, honestly, I messed up on 3 things. Both of them, ironically, were single engine landings. You gotta take one engine, pull the power all the way back, and try to control it and land it with just one engine. Turns out that's a lot harder than you think it is. The other one was something really stupid that you do on every airplane. It's a short field landing. You gotta land it right on the numbers, real close, and I just had this much too much speed and just barely missed the landing mark on it. So if I was not an aircraft carrier being Top Gun, I would have shot right off of the end of that sucker. The other one was with a hood on, basically blind where you can only see the instruments, with that engine crapped out on you, trying to bring it in, and you have to keep it within so many dots of the little deal down here, and I was more than my 2-dot allowance, I think is what it was. So it was an unstable approach is what that's called, which is a bummer. The other one, yeah, okay, that one definitely 100% was, yeah, that was a good call, because I truly honestly forgot to put the gear down. We were doing a single engine approach in the pattern, looking outside and everything, and just distraction. If we didn't get a call on the radio, we were coming over short final, and I was doing my last checks, and the guy was waiting there, getting ready to take off, and he was like, 131 Delta Papa, you don't have gears down. And I'm like, what? Ah! So then I slammed the power up, and you know, I'm just like, the heck with this, we're going around, and put the power up and went around. And the guy, the examiner, he said, oh, he's been doing this for 54 years, never had a car accident, never been in a, you know, plane anything incident or whatever. And sarcastically I said, well, today is your lucky day. I didn't know it would be prophetic, but thankfully, hallelujah, we were still far enough above the ground, still like 50 feet above the ground, not long enough to get the gear down and land. We were able to just hit the power and go around, and then let's just say we did not try that again. He goes, okay, wrote some notes down in his little notepad. So guess what? I get to try again later after I get more training in those areas. Fail. Here's a lesson for you kids. When you fail, you learn from it, you pick yourself back up, you quit your whining and crying, and you get back to it. Now I have to go face my instructor to tell me how much of a bonehead I am for some of the bonehead stuff that I did on my check ride. I wore this shirt. That's accurate. Well, here we go. Alright, so today's the big day. Again, number 2, but today I got the secret weapon. Wearing my Lycoming shirt, because we're going to give 110%. We're going to get these Lycoming engines. They're going to take us to victory. So, yeah, I just hope we have a good, clean race. Everybody plays nice, and we'll get it done. Booyah! Boys, what's up? I'd like to thank all the people who made this possible. We got powered by Lycoming, and we're burning some old dinosaurs in the petrol tank there. Hey, shout out to the instructor Steve and the DPE Don. You're a rock star, and all the little people that made this possible. Yes! We're getting the biggest freaking Mountain Dew 7-Eleven sales. Woo! I passed. Now I can head to California and pick up a freaking sweet 310. I'll see you boys on the flip side. Jimmy's World out.